Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. To this Advancement Center where what's constantly being delivered is the reality of our true nature, the reality that sits in plain sight, that transcends this one physical dimension. And the delivery of that reality has grown, become stronger, because it's time. And every message and every delivery is taking us home, taking you to your true nature, taking you to the existence of yourself everywhere, at all times, no matter what, and surpassing or transcending this physical relation or reality that seems to dominate our life. There's been a great feeling for me a pressing, a pushing towards something big, incredible, something that I know, something that I have been waiting for all my life. And the same may be happening for you, because what's been delivered is pushing us to ourselves so powerfully that we can't fully express it, so wonderfully that we stand up and applaud, or we feel a bursting in our heart that can't be contained. It's like a child seeing his mother after he hasn't seen her in a while. The recognition is physical, but there's another recognition that's beyond physical, that takes on all the parts of a union that's beyond space and time. And your heart bursts with a feeling of something that culminates with the understanding that that's my mother. It's full of things that can't be described. And the feeling is incredible. So I begin with these words that I wrote, reminding you of the existence of a reality that has always been hiding in plain sight, one that the physical reality does its very best to hide from you. Messages and signals calling to you and speaking to you coming as plentiful as the rain in a torrential rainstorm, pouring in nonstop to get your attention and let you know that there is another way, a way that exists in the reality that is where you truly live. Stop for a minute and look around. The butterflies, the trees, and even the breeze. Everything from your beautiful, glorious home is speaking to you. License plate numbers, phone calls, and more. It's a magical world that is speaking to us all the time. Focus your attention on this world and its beauty, magic, abundance, and joy, and happiness will rain down on you. Whatever you need will appear to fall from the sky. But when you focus on this world of magic and miracles, you will be the first to see it. And you will not be surprised or overawed because it is what already belongs to you. With each of these broadcasts, we're delivering something from deep within us that requires great courage. And sometimes it's extremely big. Today is one of those days. Our spirit is speaking to us all the time. And I have felt that, and I have lived that, and I am living that. And so are you. It's a feeling of seeing everything being delivered while it's being delivered, seeing the messages, feeling the communication, and living there every moment. Every day. Allowing the communication to pour into you and seeing everything from that reality. Whatever you need will appear in some magic, random form of circumstances. You are never alone, always supported. Everything just waiting to be delivered to you, to speak to you. And deliver everything you need. I am your spirit. Hello, let me introduce myself to you. I am your spirit, and I am always with you. I am the one who leads you to the place that you are trying to get to, but many times have forgotten how to get there. We, you and I, are inseparable, and it is and has always been my great pleasure to share this journey of transformation and transcendence in this one of my many lifetimes with you. I have been with you for all your lifetimes. And if you take just a second to feel the fullness of that statement, I will appear very clearly in your conscious awareness. So hello again. I am your spirit. Every morning in your human time, I have a meeting with Simeon, your angels, your team, the fleet, you, and all of your friends in the outer reaches of the universe. So never worry and never fear, for it is our great honor, pleasure, and joy to watch over you and make sure that you are safe. After our daily meeting, I am the one who has the ultimate responsibility to deliver the signals to take you to where you need to go on this journey of exploration and transformation. When it is important for you to listen and act immediately, and you don't respond to my signal, I send one of my friends to get your attention. Most times we are not in an emergency situation. So like the current GPS system, I just gently say, rerouting, rerouting, because I am always leading you to a new destination, one that you don't recognize. So you are constantly in resistance to my directions, many times trying to understand or analyze the whys and why nots of where you are seeming to be led. Please refer to my friend Mr. Change in the glossary of terms. I am one with your Creator, and I have been tasked to be with you at all times, to help you remember who you are and help lead you to your full glory, the glory that you had before the creation of life itself. I am your spirit. Can you imagine the world I live in? Walk with me, turn left, then turn right, and then left again. There in front of you are the doors to your true reality, your true existence. Walk through the doors and know yourself once and for all, and live a life befitting one who is the creator of worlds, galaxies, and universes. Listen closely, and you will hear me calling your name. Watch for me with great intent, and you will see me standing amongst the trees with my arms wide open. Feel for me with all your heart, and you will sense my breath upon the crown of your head. I hover above you like a never-ending mist, engulfing you with an endless embrace. There is a plan for you while you are here in this physical realm. It is a great plan, and I will bring it to you. Over and over, I will bring you to it. But only you can make the choice to dare to live it. That plan is close to you now, and you have been prepared to step into your full power and walk as the one who knows the plan. We have prepared you for this moment over many lifetimes, and it is now your time. Soon you will know what I speak of, for what I speak of is coming. It is coming like a tsunami, brought on by an earthquake of tremendous energy. Neither the earthquake or the tsunami can be seen or fully felt in this dimension, but the energy has been delivered and the tsunami is coming. I have left you signs and clues to the arrival of this wave of energy and your part in the distribution of its light. Listen, look, and feel for me, for I will be delivering more and more information of what is coming for you. My signal will get stronger, and so will the urgency to follow it. Nothing is truly as it appears, so hold on to nothing and follow me to the place that you have always wanted to go, into the mystery, into the unknown, and into the unlimited, expanded you. where you and I are one. You are walking your way to being God, and it has always been your destiny. You are divine. You are perfection, and I am your spirit. Stage 4. The medical field has created stages for certain diseases. Stage 4 representing the most devastating stage. If you accept the diagnosis of stage 1, you unconsciously validate the reality of stage 4. As we stand next to Simeon and all the other masters, angels, and supporting entities, we are always given the diagnosis of perfection. This is the only diagnosis we are to pass on. Perfection has always existed within you, within the you that is also a master or an angel or a supporting entity for the uplifting of humanity. As we remember this truth, we must transmit to all life the reality of this truth by how we live our life. Recognizing firstly that we have all we need within us and nothing from outside can ever be lifted above what is within. What is outside is for our use. It was never intended to become an idol to be worshiped or depended upon for your life's safety, security, health, or happiness. When you transmit this in any way, you are confirming the reality of the power of something or someone outside of you. This is stage 1 of the loss of your sovereignty, and more importantly, the sovereignty of the people whom you transmit this to. A diagnosis that we are unconsciously delivering that validates the acceptance of the next 3 stages, which lead to the loss of your power, freedom, and sovereignty. Every ailment within your body, wow, even as I start that sentence, I am recognizing in no uncertain terms that the body is not me. This is something that we all know conceptually, but oftentimes lose sight of in moments when we are analyzing the ailment through logic. Know that somewhere along the way you have introduced this ailment into your body, and you don't have to fix it. All you have to do is turn off the reality of its existence. Again, I am feeling the power of the distinction and separation of the me who was doing and bringing all these things into the physical dimension, and my body, which is one of the many destinations that the infinite and eternal me has created to exist within. We are prolific creators, creating reality so fast that we don't even remember what we have created. And many times through our words and unconscious thoughts, we are confirming the existence of the reality of a world that is run by fear and controlled by everything and everyone outside of us. So we must be very careful not to transmit this reality during those moments when we haven't yet remembered that we can turn off what is ailing us. We can turn off that stubborn bugger, Mr. Lack, when we are feeling like we don't have enough of something. If we transmit those 2 fears through our eyes or our life, we are like the doctors delivering a diagnosis of the existence of the reality of the first stage of disease. And when accepted, acknowledges the reality of all 4 stages. We are the salmon swimming upstream against the current of the human brain and all of humanity that is living as though this physical reality is all there is. Yet we are on top of the wave, leading from the future, assisting people every day to turn from their current direction and go where we are going. We, who are the masters, cannot in any way validate the existence and truth of the reality that leaves any human powerless against the lie that this reality is all there is. Every time we complain or express suffering in any way, we are validating the 4 stages of death. We are making real the existence of a world and system that is not real. Observing is not complaining. Observing is noticing. It is a function of awareness. It helps us expand and grow. Complaining is forsaking the awareness of who you are and giving your power and sovereignty away to fear and its paralyzing grip that is rooted in analysis. We do not have to convince anyone of the existence of what we know is their true reality, but we must not. With all the love that exists within us for each being, confirm the existence of the reality that they think is their true reality. Of course, we know that it is our life that is the great transmitter of the existence of the true reality. As we are a beacon delivering light in every direction, as we pan the waters for those ships that are lost in the darkness, waiting for the light. We all have been this many times, and it is always our joy. But now we are being taken to a higher level, a higher standard of representation of the light and the awareness of the true reality that has been delivered to us with great love and at great peril by the masters, angels, entities, and in our case, directly from the mouth and hand of Robert and Simeon. So now we, through the love that exists within us for all humanity, tear down the 4 stages and all its power to confirm a reality that does not really exist, that reality where you are not God. And now we once again go and deliver the transmission of the true reality by our life. We do this in the face of great resistance and great peril, but at the same time knowing that we have standing right beside us the fleet, masters, angels, and of course, Simeon. We are the fishers of men. And now we are on our way to deliver a transmission that will change the world one person at a time. So put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the power of a world that experiences this life and themselves as if this was the only true reality. It is your time to be the one, your time to be the shower of a love that penetrates all forgetfulness, a shower of peace, harmony, and balance, so that in every waking moment, you will deliver the existence of a reality that you have been shown and a reality that you have been given. You have been called to this place, called to this moment, not for yourself, but for the billions of beings who have been waiting for you to appear. You're being called to come out into the light, out from behind the shadows, and embrace and engulf all humanity with your light. This is love, and it is time. Everything that Robert and Simeon deliver is to remind us of who we are. We have been called to surpass them in this dimension, for we know it, to lead because we can, they, with all their joy, will continue to tell us who we are, to remind us, but it is us who must live it, who must dare to live from that reality that we've always known. I thought, if you knew you were God, and of course you are, if one day you said, I'm tired, as an observation, and someone who forgot they were God said, oh, you might have chronic fatigue syndrome. And if you didn't know who you were, or let me rephrase that, if you knew who you were, there would be a laugh that could be heard from here to infinity. But if you forgot who you were, you would, like God created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, you would create your world in those 6 days. From that thought, from that belief. Day 2, you would Google the symptoms. Day 3, you would start to say, I'm tired. Day 4, you'd be in a doctor's office. Day 5, a prescription. Day 6, you accepted the diagnosis, and now you must seek a spiritual person to tell you why it happened and how to fix it. And on the 7th day, you would rest. You just created a world that you have chosen to live in. People speak of being awake. The only true determination of awake is knowing yourself as God. You might know that the Trade Center was bombed by the deep state. You might know spiritual things, but your life will not reflect that you're awake. And you can't compare to someone else. You must know that you are God, and you must laugh in the face of every diagnosis. Because how could it affect you? That is what we want to deliver to every person that we ever encounter. That I am God, and so are you. And never deliver anything that makes the other reality seem real. With one thought, you create a world. And you do it over and over again because you're God. So it's with great honor and respect as I push forward beyond everything I know. I ask you to join me in showing humanity what it looks like to be living a perfect life, living with perfect health, even if your body is saying otherwise, and living a magic future. Thank you. I am David.